Hmm.
Hey, hello and welcome. Hello, Prageet.
Hi, Julianne's in the Azores, and I'm here in Marin County, which is just north of San Francisco. I've been here with a workshop with Cesar in Maryland, and I'm about to rush home and pack and jump on a plane to join Jules.
Yeah, so I'll be seeing you very soon, Prageet.
Yes, finally.
And yeah, yeah, it's been a minute. And you can see behind me, I'm already in Furnas, which is this little town in the Azores where we're going to be holding our 5-day Stargate retreat. And it's actually in the crater of a dormant active volcano. You can actually see like the in the caldera, you can see little like bubbling geothermal springs are everywhere. So it's quite an energy here.
Yeah,
And
it's our second time in this beautiful hotel in this amazing island. It's very, very powerful, energetic, right in the middle of the Atlantic between the Americas and Europe.
yeah, and being here, it feels like you're sort of like removed from the influences energetically of both Europe and the Americas. So it feels like you're kind of in like a little isolated, like an isolation tank energetically. It's really fascinating. And so the theme for today's Stargate Circle is Atlantis and Lemuria, and that's because the Azores is a place that has ties to both of these ancient civilizations. And Cryon has talked about the Azores being one of the island nations of Atlantis, and Atlantis being not just one core civilization or even one time period, but like multiple time periods and multiple different like outposts, so to speak. And the last year when we were here, the day before the workshop started, the Portuguese government decided to officially recognize this underwater pyramid that was discovered 3 years ago. So it was really interesting timing. We were here last year with Vivienne Chauvet, and our theme was bringing balance to the energies of Atlantis and Lemuria. And so the Azores also have a tie to ancient Lemuria. It's one of the places, again, that Cryon says Lemurians, this is one of the places where they settled after Lemuria was slowly sinking into the ocean, and that it was like this bubble of peace and prosperity. So it has a really beautiful energy here. And this year, we're going to be building off of what we've done. Alcazar said, like, now it's time to experience freedom and flow within a balanced Atlantis and Lemuria.
And that's going to affect most of humanity in a way that's not so obvious because time time is an illusion, and we are all connected energetically to our past, what we see as past lives. And so many of us have been involved in Lemuria and the different Atlantis civilizations. And so as we start to develop the freedom and the flow energetics, it's going to affect us in subtle ways and for some not so subtle ways. And it's all part of the rapid evolution that's happening on the planet right now. I'm getting really more and more blown away by the experiences and the recognition of the changes of how fast things are happening now. You can see the collapse happening in the world outside, but it's not so obvious the rebuilding that's happening. I was in a meeting a couple of days ago, and it's incredible the technology and the business people, the more awake, younger generation business people, and the ideas and the concepts that they have for community and working together. It's it's all evolving. And because of the nature of our news media right now, you don't see any of that, but it's happening. And it's happening all around the world. And so it's for us just to stay focused on our own individual growth, knowing that there's so much more going on behind the scenes, which will be more and more revealed as we continue on this journey of evolution. So I'm really,
Yeah, that's beautiful. This is a time to give our all to the awakening process and to stay focused on a vision for a brighter future for humanity. It's really important right now to continue to hold that vision because a lot of people are going through a lot. Like the energy in the collective is still very intense and for good reasons. Um, Everything that's happening right now is very much real. And also, this can become a time of like an absolute renaissance for humanity. So it's like putting your energy and your focus into the potential that we have, even within all of the craziness that's happening in society, really focusing on the vision for all of that kind of darkness to bring this like upwelling of like grassroots efforts for humanitarianism. Like Pluto being in Aquarius is like basically the power structures becoming like skewed toward the everyone in society claiming that we want these systems that have been around for forever to like truly work for us. So if they're breaking down right now, it's like even more time to focus on that power going back to individuals. So to stay focused here on what we're up to, this is an interesting exploration. And I was just rereading the invitation email for today's live stream that we wrote together a few days ago. And it kind of has an intriguing ending. So I'm going to read it for all of us. It's really short. And then maybe we can bring Alcazar in to channel a bit about Atlantis and Lemuria. So it's saying that Alcazar will be sharing information about Lemuria, Atlantis, their gifts, and the balance that can now occur between these two vitally important stages of human history. Over our many lifetimes, we have been influenced by these two epochs. Now we bring their influence into conscious awareness, and we will be receiving energetics through the quantum field from these two civilizations. And as they come into balance during a deep meditation, we will be elevated into an experience that could have happened millennia ago, but will be happening now. So this is very intriguing. We'll see what happens.
yeah, sometimes when we do this writing, it just kind of comes through, and we don't really understand what's going on either. So it'd be interesting to see what Alcazar has to say. Hmm. Let's see.
Hmm.
Hmm. Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And we invite each and every one of you just to totally relax as we say a few words to you. As we have said so many times, it is not the words that we are speaking, but the energy behind the words that can truly impact and give you the opportunity of personal evolution. Just as we talk to you, just as you relax and allow, there's an energy that we are bringing, an energy that is almost too difficult to describe. We will not describe it, simply because then it brings you up into the mind trying to understand. We are inviting you to simply relax and receive, and to move into a level of trust. For most of you have been connected to the Stargate, to the words of Alcazar and others. And now you can really begin to trust the energetic experience without necessarily having the need to understand with your mind. So, as most of you are aware, Atlantis, Lemuria were very important times in the evolution of humanity. Lemuria was very much a heart-centered lifestyle, community. They carried compassion, love, sharing. The whole of the community were connected, were aware of the oneness. With Atlantis, as again, most of you know, they were more interested in the sciences, the mind, creating on a physical level, higher dimensional experiences. The coming together of these two separate parts of human potential is vitally important. The last time that we were in the Azores, we started the energetic process of bringing these together. In this next adventure that we will be in a few days in the Azores, we will be taking this combined energy, which has now had approximately 1 year to really mix and meld and become one. Now we will start to, as we say in the title, the freedom and the flow, to bring freedom and flow into your lives. Can you just take a moment to feel that potential? How will it feel to experience a flow in your life, a freedom in your life, without the restrictions, the seeming restrictions that are there right now? Humanity is moving into a new reality. You are going to see this in your lifetimes. The potential that is in the process of being manifested right now is going to change this world in the very near future. You are part of this incredible change. Understand that when you come together like this, in the many ways that you are gathering, when you come together like this, you are creating the vibration of community, global community. As these two travel around the world and you come to these gatherings, when you see each other, you recognize that we are all so similar. It does not matter what language you speak. It does not matter where you have lived. It does not matter the color of your skin. Beloveds, we are gently recognizing the oneness. Yes, out there in the world, there is still terrible separation. But understand this, the more that you gather, either in person or online like this, you are creating the frequency, the vibration, the desire for community. And so let us understand what community is. For in the past, it has simply meant living together. And yes, that is going to happen more and more. But the community around the Stargate is global. The community is of like-minded people. The community is one who are opening to grand potentials beyond just being human, connecting to the star families, opening your hearts to start to receive energetics from beyond the human reality, bringing in the vastness of all that is. So you are familiar with bringing the energies of the angels, the masters, and so on. And you start to vibrate those energies in your daily life. It is a process, a gentle process of evolution, a process that you don't even really notice is happening until you look back over your life and you say, wow, I have really changed. I have let go of some of these old ways of being. So many now, as we talk with you, as we meet you around the world, so many are recognizing, yes, I have changed. Understand it is a gentle process. But if you look back over the time you have spent with us, you will start to recognize, well, yes, I have changed. Life is on one level becoming much more easy. I am less stressed. I am more open. And so as we move into this next experience in the Azores, we are inviting you to really be open to the flow. The openness is your freedom. The flow is a natural occurrence as you open yourself to the freedom that is already there, which you need to claim. And the mind might say, but how can I open to freedom when I have so many responsibilities, so many limitations about money or work or family? Beloveds, that is the old way of looking at things. It is for you to claim this unknown energetic that we are calling freedom. Demand it of yourself to live in freedom rather than being controlled by those around you, whether they are your relatives, your schools, your boss. It might seem that we are asking you to be rebels, and in some level, yes, we are, but in a gentle, respectful way to those around you. And as you start to claim this freedom, you will find that existence reflects back to you more and more opportunities to be free. And then the flow in your life becomes very obvious. So many beautiful things start to happen. Connections with others. Seemingly magic events occurring that you didn't create consciously. But your very vibration, as you demand from existence more freedom, it starts to come to you. And in this process, a great deal of trust is needed. Trusting yourself, being courageous enough to take a step into this unknown, this freedom, knowing that you will be challenged by those around you, and staying with a loving heart, non-judgmental to those who perhaps might criticize you or say, this is wrong, don't do this. Beloveds, trust in your own intuition, your own inner guidance. You will feel what we are saying, and if it is appropriate for you, you will start to gently move into more freedom in your life. In these days together in the Azores, with those who are there gathered and those who are going to connect in via your technology, we are going to be sharing energetically how to move into more freedom and flow. As we have said so many times, it is not the words. The words are there to, in a sense, occupy the mind, allow the mind to feel okay about opening to the energies. So the mind thinks it understands what is going on. But beloveds, the energy that we bring here, the energy of support, the energy that can allow you to move more gently and easily into freedom and flow, will be coming to you. And it is not that you need to try and understand it. You simply need to welcome that energetic support. And as you welcome and receive it, you will start to see in your lives gentle changes. You will start to see this sense of freedom, first of all, just a feeling inside. But then you'll start to notice on a very practical, physical level that life starts to flow. And the flow is freedom. And freedom is the flow. So, beloved ones, this is just the next step in humanity's evolution that we are bringing to you. Okay?
And so, beloved ones, we wish to also hone in, to kind of zoom into the bullseye of the vibration of this word freedom and this word flow. These words can become triggers for you to experience higher states. So indeed, we ask that you let go of the constraints of what you typically call freedom, what it represents to you, the layer upon layer of practical meanings, and see this word freedom from an elevated, energetic perspective. When we are inviting you into the energy of freedom, yes, it can ripple into your life in all of these practical ways, but in its purest form, we are talking of what the oracles of Delphi spoke of when they said, know thyself and be free. This is the kind of freedom that detaches you, untethers you from the cords that bind you to your suffering. This is what we mean by freedom. And flow is simply absorption in the presence of the deep now. There are so many researchers, scientists, peak performance experts, athletes, even what are called corporate athletes who are studying this phenomena of flow. And it comes with a kind of saturation of your focus into the present moment that creates an inner richness. It creates the feeling that you are absolutely alive, entranced, absorbed completely in your present moment experience. And so you can experience time differently, whether it is sped up or slowed down. Both can occur. How fascinating is that? Beloveds, you are vast. And yet so much of the time you experience just a fraction of what is possible for you. And so can you see the kind of freedom we are inviting you into? And where do Atlantis and Lemuria tie in with this? Well, each of those civilizations, and each and every one of you has experienced at least one of them in one form or another. For both of these had different epochs within those civilizations. But each of those civilizations knew higher states. And so you have lived upon this, your earth, knowing the greater access that your consciousness as an antenna can have. Both of these civilizations knew of humanity's star origins, and in fact, the star mothers walked among you in Lemuria, and many civilizations commingled with Atlantis, both on the physical and higher dimensional levels. You knew higher technology in Atlantis. That resonance is returning as humanity takes leaps and bounds in its technology today. For many of you, there is a sense of dread that can arise because you remember. And what is occurring in your politics, moreover, is enhancing that same sense of turbulence and concern. Beloved ones, now there has never been a better time. Now is the time to return to a balancing. Why? Because by balancing this concern and letting this dread inform your current day perspective, rather than trying to suppress or balance or heal it out of existence, just allowing the remnants of this ancient civilization, which collapsed, which ended in catastrophe, just by dusting off those energetic memories, you are actually bringing that resonance into crystal clarity within the collective consciousness, or the unconscious, as it could more aptly be described. And then this wisdom, how not to repeat the same mistakes of hubris and a kind of greed. Those collective lessons can be shared even more powerfully, even more clearly, for they will be untethered from the heaviness and the pain, and the wisdom will be what remains. And when the wisdom is untethered from the heaviness, it is lightweight, and therefore it can fly further into the thoughts, the intuitions, and the guidance systems of humanity. Beloveds, it is time for you to reclaim who you truly are, to become untethered from the pains of the past. And this is part of what Lemuria represents, for it was a paradise of sorts. It was a place of unity and community, but more than all, a place of communion with your true self, with nature, with the garden that your Gaia represents. And so by reclaiming the balancing of these two influences, and many of you feel the pain of the loss of Lemuria. So reclaim the purity, the connectedness. Go out and connect with your planet, with your plants, with your soil, with your earth, your waters, your rivers, your streams. Reclaim the innocence of that time. And so, beloved ones, we will move into the energy of the meditation. We invite you just to feel the resonance with these words and these concepts. See what they mean to you, because this is a personal invitation to step into something higher, something that has always been within you, and something that you have been longing on a soul level to remember.
And so, beloved ones, if you have not done so already, close the eyes, let the body be comfortable, and totally relax. And as always, we begin the meditation by consciously connecting to the consciousness of the earth, Gaia. And so we ask each one of you just to ask inside for the energies of the earth to come up into your body, into your energy field.
So we are calling for the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia to come up into our bodies, into our energy fields.
And if you ask with a genuine request and you relax totally, you may feel the earth responding. You may feel a gentle energy from below embracing you. As you work with the Stargate more and more, you will begin to feel this response from the Earth's consciousness. And so now we invite you to ask inside for an etheric Stargate to come down around you. This is the consciousness behind the Stargate structures. It is a higher dimensional being. So when you ask again with intention, then the Stargate responds to you. So each one of us asking inside for an etheric Stargate to come down around you.
And so we call for the presence of an etheric Stargate.
Just visualizing, imagining, sensing the Stargate around you. By imagining it, you are helping your senses open to feel it. Those of you who are fortunate enough to have an inner vision will start to see the structure coming down around you. And so now we are going to vibrate your etheric Stargate faster and faster. Nothing for you to do. We start to vibrate all the Stargates around the world that are all connected, that they create a grid system or an energetic field around the world. So as we start to vibrate this field and your Stargate, faster and faster. We move energetically up through the dimensions. So we start this now. And as we vibrate the field, we move up through the fourth dimension into the fifth. And as we continue to vibrate faster, we move into the frequency ranges of the sixth dimension. And continuing, we now merge into the seventh dimensional energetics, where, as usual, we pause for a few moments.
And so your Stargate and all the Stargates around the world are vibrating in unison, in harmony at this seventh dimensional frequency. And we ask each one of you to ask inside for a strong seventh dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong energetic of the seventh dimension in all the Stargates around the world, physical and etheric. And as you relax and allow these gentle energies to radiate to you, slowly, slowly, your energy field is touched by these energies. And your own energy starts to harmonize with those frequencies around you. You start to vibrate at this seventh dimensional energetic effortlessly. It is not something that you can make happen. By relaxing and allowing, it just naturally starts to resonate together with this seventh dimensional field. And this vibration moves deeply into your body, into your cells, into your very DNA. Nothing to do. Relaxing and allowing. Very good. Very good.
And now we continue once again vibrating all the Stargates in unison, raising the frequency in the Stargate grid. And so in the Stargate's energy fields, we are vibrating all of the etheric Stargates faster and faster, moving up into the eighth dimensional frequencies, continuing to accelerate into the ninth dimension now, vibrating faster still, merging into the 11th, moving through your 11th dimensional frequencies and into the 12th, where again all the Stargates come to a gentle pause, and we ask each one of you to invite a strong 12th dimensional energy field.
We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in the whole of the Stargate grid system. And as you ask, your Stargate starts to radiate this 12th dimensional energetic to you. And as before, just by relaxing and allowing, your energy continues to rise until you find yourself vibrating at the 12th dimensional frequency range. Effortlessly, just the allowing. From the vibration of your etheric Stargate, you start to vibrate at this high level. And as most of you know, as this starts to happen, you become more sensitive to the beautiful, benevolent guides and beings who are available to support humanity, to support you in your personal awakening process. And as we almost always do, we start by asking each and every one of you to ask inside from the desire of your heart and a strong intention from your mind. combining these two parts of self, asking inside for the presence and support of the angelic realm.
And so we call for the presence and the support of the angels.
And just feel, here they come. Just notice the energy changing around you as the angels bring their presence into this global meditation. They are bringing their energy to you in your Stargate, but they are also bringing their energy to the whole of the Stargate grid, the Stargate energetic field around the planet. Can you start to realize that when we join together like this around the world, we are bringing more of the higher angelic energies to the whole of humanity? Because the way that the Stargate grid functions, it is radiating the angelic energies into this human sphere. And those who are open in this moment can be touched by this angelic, loving energy. So, right now, there are those around your world receiving this gentle, angelic love. Most of them totally unconsciously. But as they are touched by this angelic energy, it is an opportunity for them to gently start the process of awakening. This is how the Stargate works for the whole of humanity. And it is each one of you, when you ask with intention, when you bring, in this case, the angelic energies, you are bringing it not just to yourself, you are bringing it to humanity. So important for you to realize this, because you are assisting in the awakening of humanity and the uprising of your earth. Very good. And so we continue, and we ask you in the same way, with such a strong intention and desire, to call forth the presence of the Blessed Mother, the divine feminine energy, the divine motherly energy. So just asking inside for the presence of the Blessed Mother.
We are calling for the presence of the Blessed Mother Mary.
And feel, here she comes, Maria, Mary, divine feminine energy. Can you feel her energy comes and then it gets stronger? You can invite her to come closer. Come closer, beloved one. Embrace us with your energy of love and presence. Feel. She represents the divine motherly energies, the energies that we all yearn for and have yet to receive at this divine motherly energetic level. Receive her motherly love. Very good. And to create the balance with the male energy, we invite this one known as Saint Germain. And so each one of you just asking inside for this divine feminine and masculine energies to come together to you. So calling for the presence of Saint Germain.
We call for the presence of Saint Germain.
And feel, here he comes, Saint Germain, bringing his presence into this global meditation. Very good. And this field that is being created in your Stargate and around your Earth in the Stargate grid, this field is going to be held for each one of us. And now we are going again with a strong intention and a deep desire. So the mind and the heart coming together within you and calling forth the energetic of the community of Lemuria. And so each one of you just tuning in with your desire to feel what it was like to be in Lemuria.
So we are calling for the living presence of the community of Lemuria.
And feel. Here it comes. Just feeling this soft, energetic. Can you feel the loving frequencies? Can you feel an energetic of community? It might seem a little strange or different because, beloveds, this depth of community has not been lived here for so long. So welcome it. Feel this energy and know that you are sharing it with humanity right now through the Stargate grid, through the energetic field that the Stargate creates around the world. So ask again for even more of the energy of Lemuria, the energy of community, to come into this global meditation.
And so we are calling forth even more of the ancient energy of Lemuria and the community of oneness.
Yeah. Just receive. Very good. Very good. And in a similar way, we are going to call forth the knowledge and wisdom that was held in the Atlantean civilization. For they had a deep understanding of the multi-dimensional realities that exist here and beyond. And their wisdom, when combined with the energetics of Lemuria, can uplift humanity onto a whole new level of existence. And so each one of us, again, a deep desire, a strong intention, asking inside for the wisdom and knowledge of Atlantis to come into your etheric stargate, to come into this global meditation, so that we are sharing this with the whole of humanity. So asking inside right now for the wisdom, knowledge to come to us now.
We are calling forth the wisdom and the knowledge of Atlantis.
And feel, for this is going to come not as thoughts, but as an energetic. And just feeling this energetic coming in to your Stargate right now, feeling it as it touches you, the vibration of wisdom and knowledge. It is not that you are suddenly going to become very smart. It is that you are starting to align with your own inner wisdom from past lives, from beyond this human experience. You carry within you so much that can be gently encouraged to start functioning again. You are vast beings, and you have forgotten. And now is the time to start to gently remember once more. So allowing this vibration of wisdom and knowledge to vibrate you without any expectation, but just receive as the energies of Lemuria and Atlantis vibrate you as they merge their energies together within you and within the Stargate grid. You are blessing humanity with this blending and merging. There will be those around the world who are touched by this. Very good. And just bringing your awareness to the sensation of the energy within you. Feel your own vibration. It is soft and subtle. Acknowledge it. Yes, I can feel that. It is important to acknowledge to yourself when you have these energetic experiences. For when you say, yes, I can feel that, you are, in a sense, anchoring it a little more deeply into your field. So really feel your own vibration right now, however you perceive it. As we said, it is soft and gentle. But in its softness, there is also a great power, a great potential. So just welcoming this. Because these energies will start to support you in the freedom and flow. And these are the energies that we will be recreating and building upon in these days when we are located in the Azores, where on a physical earthly level, the energetics of both these places still exist. So, beloved ones, we invite you to join us if you wish to assist in your own personal freedom and flow, and the freedom and flow of more of humanity as we share this through you and the Stargate grid system. We thank you for being part of this Stargate family. And one day you will realize what a gift you have been to the upliftment of humanity. Difficult for many to truly accept this, but it is the case. Allow yourself to say, yes, I am part of the upliftment of humanity. Very good. And so now just very slowly and gently be aware of your body, feeling this beautiful, beautiful body that is enabling your consciousness to be here on the earth at this time. And then being aware of the room around you and your place in your room. Mm. And then slowly and gently, without rushing, allowing the eyes to come open and come fully back into the body. Mm. Very good. Mm. And so now coming all the way back. For some reason, my camera is not working.
You just have to turn your video on. There you go.
I was trying to turn it on, but it didn't work until you sent me that message.
I think you must be more Lemuria and I must be more Atlantis.
Oh, there you go.
So welcome back, beautiful people. As always, we would love to hear your experiences in the chat. And we have Stargate Circle hosts around the world and also our language teams, some of whom are going to be connecting in smaller groups. So we're going to let them sign off in a moment. And before we do so, we want to share some visuals from the Azores. We were here last year and we have drone footage and a really special, beautiful short video that we wanted to play for you all so you can soak up the vibe of the Azores and also hear Alcazar's short channeling about this year's Azores Stargate retreat, which is going to be live streamed. And you're invited to join us online. The more people we have, Alcazar tells us, the more of an impact we're going to be able to have on the collective consciousness of humanity. So, Brenda, if you have that video
Oh,
ready, we can.
for
Yeah.
some reason, it's not letting me press share sound right now,
Oh, okay.
but I have the video.
Email me the link. I'll see if I can do it.
Okay.
Cool. So it's going to take a minute. So yeah, we would love to hear your experiences in the chat, and Prageet, you can start to read some if you want to. Whoa. Julia is saying the words that I used in a conversation that I had yesterday with a friend were I am calling in more freedom and flow. That's amazing.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You got it going?
Oh, no, I have the link.
Oh, okay. Yes, Sue and Pat is saying, thank you so very much. Wow. It is so wonderful to participate in this amazing process. So powerful and wonderful. Hmm.
Very cool.
People saying thank you in different languages.
Nice.
And
Okay,
Arietta is, I hope you pronounced that right, saying thank you. It was beautiful and powerful. Wow, I'm feeling so calm and so wonderful. Many blessings.
It's interesting. It won't let me share the sound either. But we can still share the video. So we'll just do that. I'll do that right now. Or actually, Brenda, why don't you do that so that it'll be better quality? Our internet's pretty slow here. Awesome. Oh, the channeling won't be heard. Hmm. Well, even though we can't hear Alcazar's channeling here, you guys can just vibe out the beauty of the Azores. And so this is all footage that we got ourselves last year while we were here. So Jennifer is saying the energy was so strong and beautiful. Mother Mary's energy brought tears to my eyes. Thank you so much. It was a blessed experience. And Joan is saying that was beautiful. I could really feel the synergy of heartfelt community and cosmic wisdom. What a beautiful world we are creating. And E is saying words like Lemuria, my body chill vibrated, like recognizing colors and images of Earth, cities, and people surrounded by plasma colors. Feels like a home field. Hmm. Cool. Ampa is saying, freedom is my life's work, Gene Key 55, so I am all in it. I was gone until Alcazar said, open your eyes, as I saw a beautiful white light. Ooh, very cool, Ampa. So that's an experience that has happened to me too, it being specifically disappearing or like falling asleep, which Alcazar says is actually falling into a state of higher consciousness that the mind can't go to. And then upon return, like just having this like extraordinary light in the visual field and like light shining feeling in the headspace. I think it's a really good sign when you have that happen. It's happened only a few times to me. It always feels really beautiful.
Yana
So,
is saying, oh, hi, Yana. I've never seen so many colors and patterns flow by so vividly. Almoa had a download last night. Not sure what that means. Had a download last night showing me how every vibration and interaction we have contributes to the functional symphony of life. Absolutely.
hmm,
Terry is saying, thank you. I love being part of this experience and awesome energies. Love to all, Terry.
hmm. And
Marta
Ima,
saying, my heart chakra is still vibrating.
beautiful. Ima is saying, I saw people ascending, like being on automatic stairs, not only in our community, but humanity. And Alcazar's actually said this before. A participant was saying, I want to continue climbing the stairway of ascension. And Alcazar said, beloved one, with the Stargate, it's not a stairway, it's an escalator.
Nothing to do.
Nothing to do. You just step on and let it carry you higher. So, Teresa saying, I felt intensely Lemurian energies, especially as remembrance of some sorts and a mind cohesion. Atlantean was peaceful. Loved to feel realms as well. It was very deep. I don't know where I was. So, somebody else in the YouTube chat was asking, where are those images from? So that is the Azores. And you are all invited to join us for this live stream. So Brenda, if you want to screen share the sign up link for this year's Azores live stream. The theme this year is freedom and flow within a balanced Lemuria and Atlantis. And our mission statement is essentially to vibrate these energies to allow them to take us into a higher state of remembrance. So you can see, you can scan that QR code or just pop in the link stargate.live/Azores 2025. And as always, we want this to be an accessible experience for everyone. So there are 3 prices. The lowest price is $33. But even if you can't afford that, write to our support team. We want your energy with us for this one, as always. So, beautiful ones. I think Prageet needs to hop in his car and drive to Shasta and prepare to fly here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in
So
a hotel and I'm expecting a knock on the door any minute saying you have to leave.
that's always good fun.
Mm. Mark is saying, I felt a blending of energies inside myself that have felt like oppositions and inner conflict for a very long time. Beautiful and very peaceful. Thank you. Such a medicine for this planet right now. That's a fantastic experience that you've noticed, Mark. And that's really what is intending to happen throughout these energies. This freedom and flow is that what starts to happen after those coming together of those seemingly opposite energies that have been in conflict in the past. Yeah. And Nancy is saying that soft energy that came in is what I am working with to be more softer. So it was perfect timing for today. Some beautiful comments. Anita is saying, I've never experienced anything like this before. As we ascended to the dimensional level of my body, dimensional levels, my body began vibrating involuntarily. The feeling grew stronger. It lasted until Mary and the angelic energies entered. Thank you. Beautiful.
And Joy is saying, I feel the Atlantean energy with a lot of technology, as in the technology of consciousness. Does anyone else see/feel images like this? The Lemurian energy feels like fully realized spiritual selves in nature. Yeah, Joy, I totally resonate with that. The Atlantean energy often comes in with like feelings like just like super advanced technology. It's hard to describe. But you hear about these things from Atlantis, like that they had crystal energy grids and they were able to have like flying craft and things like this. And you also hear in Lemuria, Alcazar says we knew who we truly were, and people could actually raise their vibrations and disappear from the physical dimension. So that kind of access to higher vibrational frequencies is pretty profound that at one point existed on Earth in that civilization. He also once said that the modern hula dance that you see in Hawaii is actually like a remnant or like a energetic reminder of the way that the Lemurians actually used to move in total harmony and unison with nature. So they looked like they were like flowing as they were moving.
It's 11:11 here.
Brilliant.
Mm.
Very cool.
Beth is saying, it's so wonderful to be feeling more and more. I'm crying easily and feeling more in my hands. Yay. That's just, we're all opening up very gently and slowly. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And Bill,
Oh, my turn again.
go ahead.
Teresa is saying, I felt intensely the Lemurian energies, especially as a remembrance of some sort and a mind cohesion. Atlantean was peaceful. Loved to feel the realms as well. It was very deep. I don't know where I was. Beautiful.
Amazing. Yeah, Bill O'Donoghue is saying the raw beauty and isolation of the Azores is stunning. I can imagine how pure the energy is out there. Yeah, it's the Azores, if you don't know, is an island chain that was discovered by the Portuguese in the 1500s, but evidently, like they knew about it
Hmm.
before that because it first appears on one of their maps in the 1300s. And it's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, kind of between Portugal and Boston. So it's very much an isolated feeling. And like, as you can see, the nature energy is just pristine here. So it's a beautiful place to access the Lemurian and Atlantean energies and bring them into balance and blast them out in the kind of pure energy. So we will bring this experience to a close. If you'd like to see that video and have Alcazar's channeling and some beautiful music with it, go to the registration page, stargate.live/Azores. You can see it there. And yeah, until then, much, much love to you all. Thank you for being with us today. It's been a beautiful experience.
Mm. See you soon, Jules. I can't
See you
wait.
soon, sir.
Much love to everyone. Thank you, all those beautiful ones that are translating into the many different languages. And thank you, Brenda, for taking care of our technology every single time. It's wonderful.
And those of you who want to be part of creating the new private online Stargate community, go to stargate.live/new, NEW, and sign up there. We're going to be emailing you very soon with a meeting invitation to start co-creating the new online community platform.
And Brenda's just put that in the chat.
Stargate.live/new. See you there. Bye,
Hey,
y'all.
bye-bye.